makes a difference. For one thing, we cannot give what we do not have. So whatever it is that we are wanting to share, it's something that has to come from within for it to be real, for it to be authentic. And so, what is it that you have? What's in your hand? What's in your hand? What can you share? And what's your relationship with yourself? Something to think about. There are different tools that I have used to help me understand where I am strong and where I'm not strong, my strengths. And when I recognize that this is an area that I'm strong in, that is what I focus on developing and getting better at. I'm a good speaker, so I'm focusing on getting better at speaking. I'm a good listener. The two kind of go together. I was first a good listener before I learned to become a good speaker. And I never really wanted to talk before. I was very, very shy. But I learned that we each have a message to share. We each have something to share. And I wanted to learn to develop my skill as a speaker. But I first was a listener. Before we can even begin to talk to others, we're listening to ourselves. We're listening to ourselves. So what are we saying to ourselves? What are you saying to yourself? And that's why the title of my talk today is Start with Self. What are you saying to yourself? Are you saying things that are uplifting, or things that could put you down? It's been a growth for me, and I'm still learning to be better at saying positive things to myself. So, start with self. If I have developed my gift and I've recognized that there's some areas that I'm not so good at. For example, when it comes to going really in depth, I can do detailing to some extent, but it's not my strength. It's not my area of strength. So those are things that it would be better if I allowed somebody else to take care of the real details. I want things done right away sometimes. So details, there are some people who love details. I'll give you an example. I went on a trip with some friends, and each day was planned. Like on Monday, we're doing this, we're going to the museum. On Tuesday, we are going to see a show. On Wednesday, every single day was planned. I had been traveling for a very long time. I do not do that. That's not something I even thought of doing. But you know, I really liked it. So I learned. Now, I don't go to that extent of planning, but there are times when I say, okay, I'm talking about travel. There are times when I say, okay, I will do this on a certain day, do this on a certain day, and do this on a certain day. And I find that things are more productive when I plan. What I'm also planning sometimes now is what I'm going to wear, so that it's already packed. I know what I'm wearing on each day. And life is a lot easier when I do that. So going back to start with self, What are some of the things that you find that you are really good at? That when you're doing this particular thing, you get lost. That's what we call, you're in a state of flow. You're just going. You don't even realize that the time has gone so quickly. That's when you're in your strength zone. So there's some things that you could do while other people may find it difficult to do. The great thing is that we are all not good at the same thing. Isn't that a blessing? Imagine if we are all good at the same one thing, what will happen to the other things that needed to get done? That's why when you have a team of people, it's good to have people with different skills, different strengths, so that we can balance each other out. And so it's a great thing. Thanks to those who are joining. I see a few people that I recognize. Thanks for joining. Yes, I'm talking about knowing yourself. Start with self. What are your strengths? Focus on your strengths. Focus on building those strengths. And the things that you're not so good at, let somebody else do it. Because that's the best way to see how you can be productive. For example, there's something about a request. I have no idea how this thing works. I have no idea. Okay, I'll try. Yes, I have 3 different devices here. So I'm still figuring this out. I'll get it right very soon. I'm probably going to go live. Okay, maybe I am going live. I don't know what I'm doing. But I know that I wanted to share that. Start with self. When you know your strengths, it gives you confidence that, yes, I'm good at this. And sometimes you may need some help figuring out what you're good at. This is where assessments are great at helping you figure out what you're good at. I wish that when I was younger, I had taken some assessment tests, and that might have helped me in determining what to choose as my profession. There is no sound. I don't know how there is no sound. That is okay. I don't know. Unable to join. Oh dear. Okay. Maybe we can try next time, because I'm still figuring this whole live streaming thing out. But I think it's working on the middle phone, which has 6 platforms. But this one, I'm not sure. And this is TikTok. So this is TikTok, this is Instagram, and this has 6. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. I'll figure it out. So this is something that I need help with. I'm not as good. But you know, another thing is, whenever you do something for the first time, that's probably the worst it's going to be. But as you keep doing it, it gets better. So never give up. So I'm not going to give up. I'll go and find out why there's no sound. Larry's Kitchen. Thank you, sis. Thanks for joining. Thanks for your support. And we'll figure it out. There's always hope. So thank you again. And see you tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I'll be here before midnight my time.